Hey, Elijah, quick, try to get you going pretty quickly here. I don't know if this helps. So let's see how this goes. I don't know how good I am at this. All right, here you have Premiere. We're going to start a new project, and we're going to find a location for this project. So wherever you want to save it to, I'm just going to save it to the desktop. And your file management is going to be your best friend. Create a new folder. Elijah Video Project. And so that's where it is. And this stuff should be pretty good. Depending on what kind of computer you got, you're going to want to change this for rendering. You're going to make sure you have it on Mercury Playback GPU accelerated. If your computer has that option, it should. If you have a graphics card, this helps out a lot in playback. Title your project. Click OK. Wait for the load. My layout looks going to look a lot different than probably what Josh's is going to look like. I have my timeline up here. Josh's is probably going to be at the bottom, but this box right here, we have project. That's where you're going to be bringing all your clips in from. You can right click, or you can hit Control I, and then that will, then you can start bringing your start bringing in video clips, and it usually picks up wherever you were last. So you can right click and do import, and then we can bring in a video clip. I usually like to save my video clips in the same folder that my project is saved in. So they're all in one, it's all in one folder. So here it is. Let's see if it read it. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to read the file. It did. So then you take your video clip and you drag it up there. And so then here's your video clip. Sometimes the video will take a minute for your computer to actually read it. And then spacebar will play, or will stop. L, play, hit L again, it'll go 2 times speed, space bar will stop. J will reverse, hit J again, and it'll reverse 2 times speed. Your shortcut keys are going to be your best friend. You hit C, which will bring up your cutting. So then you can start chopping up your video. Hit the V, and that'll bring your arrow back up, where you can then click and drag and move stuff around. Your tools, I don't even know where my tools are. I use shortcut keys all the time now. They are around here somewhere in Window and in somewhere one of these tools. There we go. So here are your tools. Shortcut keys really make things a lot faster, but here's your arrow key. Here's your razor tool, or C. You can see the little shortcut right next to it, razor tool C, arrow tool V. Those are going to be your primary best friends. Control Z is your best friend too, which undoes what you're trying to do. You can click and drag. Right now, these links, these clips are linked. If you want to be able to separate your audio and your video, you're going to right click on the video and you're going to go to unlink. And that will unlink your audio from your video. So now I can actually slide the audio and video around. And that's a very helpful tool, depending on what you want to do. I don't have a mouse on me right now, but I can't remember what it is. If you hold down Alt, I think, and then the mouse wheel, you'll zoom in and out with this. And you can zoom in and out in your timeline much faster than going down here and grabbing your timeline down here. I think it's Alt that does it. You hold down Alt and then use your mouse wheel, and you'll zoom all the way in and all the way out on your timeline. So right now they're unlinked. I can grab them again and then group them, and now they're linked again. Doing audio editing, you can click and drag this, make this bigger or smaller, depending on what you're doing. You can then, if you want to, click and drag a whole nother layer, and I can drag it right on top, or I can go up here and it'll kind of like space it out. So this top layer, I'm going to see this top layer as opposed to this layer, which that's pretty common for editing. Or I can click and drag and put it right on top, and it'll it'll now basically delete everything that was underneath it. Control Z, all that out. You have your effects, and you have video transitions, and then you have dissolve, and here's your cross dissolve. You can click and drag and put that on top of your video. Like I said, if you had the mouse, you can hit Alt, and then the mouse wheel, I think it's Alt. And then you can zoom all the way in and see your, see your cross dissolve. So here's your cross dissolve. You can then grab this, and zooming in helps because if you don't zoom in, it can be kind of hard to grab that cross dissolve and adjust it. You can then grab the cross dissolve and make it longer or shorter. Usually the default, whatever it is usually not bad. Another big helpful tool is you can grab this, click the whole thing, and then once you see that arrow pop up, you can actually just shorten a clip and or stretch it back out. So you can shorten a clip and be like, oh man, I messed it up. You can stretch it back out. So you can put a cross dissolve on and be like, oh, I want it to be more like right, you know, there, maybe. So it fades in better. Your space bar. Up and down arrows. Up arrow will take you to the beginning of your clips. Your down arrow will take you all the way to the very end. And then your left and right arrows will scroll back and forth. Now, if I have a cut here, put a cut right there. If I hit up, it's going to go to that cut. So your up and down arrows are really useful to take you to your individual splices. I know I'm going kind of fast, but I'm just actually hoping this will get you going. And then, so V to get your arrow tool back. I hope this will get you going to start editing. Let's see, you have audio. So over here in effects, you'll spend a lot of time doing some effects. You have video transitions, and then you have audio effects. You won't be doing much, I don't think, with audio effects. Some of this has changed. I actually I have an older version I need to update. But there's a high pass, there's a low pass filter, there's an EQ. Some of these audio tools do come in really handy. Oh, you have audio effects and you have audio transitions. That was it. And you can actually crossfade audio in different ways. So this is useful, especially I like to be able to see the audio actually gives you a picture of what's going on in the video. So, and you can click and drag and move stuff around. Things that will get you in trouble a little bit is you have this header here and this header here, and you can move them around, but then I can actually take this and put it over here. So you can move your workspace around. Josh flips his around, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He'll have his program up here on the top and have his timeline at the bottom. I find myself usually hunching down, so I keep my timeline at the top. That's why I do it. There's a ton of stuff, but primarily you'd be back over here. File organization is your best friend. You can right click here and do a new bin, and you can name it video, because as projects explode and get rather large, then I can take my video clip and put it in the video bin. And then I can make another bin. I'm just right clicking and I usually do a video bin and an audio bin. Or if I have like 3 cameras, I would, you can then you can add a bin within a bin, I believe. Am I mistaken? I thought you could. Can't remember. Sorry, now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Or I might do new bin, cam 1, new bin, cam 2. And then in the bin, if you double click on this video file, because they have like 10 video files, you can double click on this. And that just brings up the clip in this viewer over here. Now I can, if I had like 5 video clips, I could just double click on that video clip and scrub through it if I need to. So if you have a lot of video footage, you can scrub through the video footage. And then even over here, you can edit it. So you can put an in point there and put an out point. And then you can click and drag that video clip up here. That's also really, if you have a lot of clips you're pulling from, that's a really faster way to put a lot of clips together, depending on what you're doing. Or you can grab this and change what splice you want. And then you can grab this down up here, and this will just grab video. Or you can grab this right here, and that'll just grab audio. And your audio and video are delineated by this line over here. That's it in a nutshell, going really, really fast. Text is a whole nother thing altogether, but this will get you editing doing some kind of rough edit pretty quickly. I hope that helps.